Welcome into the In the Money podcast for Saturday, January 6th, our first one of 2018. Jim Goodman with me from Keeneland, Director of Mutuals and Simulcasting. I'm Tom Leach. We're going to take a look at the late pick four at the fairgrounds on Saturday, which includes the Panzeretta Stakes, which is a really wide open group, I thought, Jim. And so consequently, I think a great betting race if you can get onto the right one. 5.5 furlong turf sprint for fillies and mares 4 and up. Several of these horses have competed at Keeneland before, so some familiar names. Where did you go?
Well, I went to a horse that I think is going to be the favorite, although I don't know how strong, but I can't go against a horse that's 6 for 6 at fairgrounds, and that's Rapid Rhythm, the 6-year-old mare who won the Shearer Memorial, which was split into 2 divisions on December 2nd, and she won that race. Wasn't even the favorite there. And just won it by one and a half, or ran down a couple horses that are in here. I can't go against her being 6 for 6 at fairgrounds. That's just an amazing home court advantage. So I'm going to pick her here. I don't think it's a slam dunk because 2 horses coming out of that race, contributing the 7 horse was Giroux, was coming at the end, only got beat a half a length, and this is the 3rd race off a layoff for Proctor, and I think that's a really good angle for this horse to improve. So I'm going to use the 7 horse as well. And Loving and Bullies, the 3 horse, was also coming at the end. And I watched that race, and I think she's got a shot because Valdivia takes her back, and Valdivia is 3 for 3 on this mare. And I don't know what was going on the race on December 2nd, whether he had another mount in there, but Valdivia is undefeated on this mare, so I'm going to give her a shot as well. So I'm going to take Rapid Rhythm, the 4 on top, but I think contributing the 7 and Loving Bells, the 3, would be the horses that I would use underneath. I would also give the 5 horse, Michael Stidham's One Last Shot, second off a layoff, and ran in the other division of that race on that day, and it was a little quicker run, but they have quicker pace to run at, so I don't know if it was a better division or whatever, but she was 15-1 that day and got within 3/4 of a length of winning it. So I'm going to give her a shot in there as the horse that didn't run in the other division. So I'm going to use those 4 horses in the pick 4, and Rapid Rhythm, the 4, is my choice.
I ended up taking a little bit of a swing here on a price horse, the 6 Nobody's Fault at 8-1. She was favored last time against some of these. Didn't really run well, but this is the second start off a short layoff, and that's a good angle for Neil Pessin. A high percentage, better than his actual win percentage when he on that angle. So I think that's noteworthy. He's reunited with Muriel, and who rode her in a couple of strong efforts in turf sprints here last winter at the fairgrounds. And she's 8-1 in a wide open race. I think on her best day, she fits, but the question is she ready to run her best at this time off that subpar effort in the last one? So if she can. She's had a couple of workouts since then, so if you can give her an excuse for that, then I think she could be in the mix at 8-1, and if she could finish in the top 2, it could be a nice exacta. Certainly, it could be a really nice win price. Rapid Rhythm, you got to use One Last Shot, contributing, and instead of the 3, I actually threw in the 2 Miss Gossip, who I think has had some good efforts. One of them at Keeneland in the past that would be good enough to be in the mix here. So I'm going to key off the 6 Nobody's Fault and use her in exactas with 2, 4, 5, and 7. And then we'll get to the pick 4, and I'm going to use all 5 of them. I think it's a wide open race. It starts in the 7th race, which is non-winners of one other than allowance at a mile on the turf. And I thought there were 3 horses for 3 very good trainers, Cox, Cassie, and Amos, that one of those 3 will win it. United Patriot, the 5, Ride a Comet, the 6, Shared Value, the 8. Then in the 8th race, I'm going to take the 1-1A entry, Divine Holiday, Big Ragu, and then Cool Ambition, and just live with those 2 in this non-winners of 3 5K claimer. In the 9th, all 5 of the ones I mentioned. And then I'm going to use 4 horses in the last leg to make it a $60 ticket for 50 cents. Cypress Cat, the 8, Whistling Wind, the 10, Ride a Saint, the 1, and the 2 Classic Brahms, just on the it's a good percentage rider, and I'm going to throw in the 2, I think 6-1 on the morning line for a little bit of a price there. So 3 by 2, 5, 6, 8 with 1, 3 with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 1, 2, 8, 10 for me. How about you?
We have similar tickets. In the first leg, I went 4 deep. I used your 3 horses, the 5 United Patriot, the 6 Ride a Comet, the 8 Shared Value, and then I'm going to throw in the 9 Sky Promise for McPeak at a little bit of a price, coming off of Churchill and Keeneland. Not great efforts, but a decent effort at Churchill behind Tap Daddy. So I think Sky Promise has a shot here from the outside. So 5, 6, 8, 9. Exactly the same on the second leg, using the 2 horses that you used, the 1, 3. In the feature race, I'm going to use the 4 horses that I used, the 3, 4, 5, 7, Loving Bullies, the 3, the 4, Rapid Rhythm, the 5, One Last Shot, and the 7, Contributing. And then the last leg, I'm going to take a stand with 3 horses, Ride a Saint, the 1, for Jimmy Graham. This is a huge move up in jockeys from Woodley to Jimmy Graham at Fairgrounds. So Ride a Saint is my pick in the last leg. Also going to use the 3 Last Flash and the 10 Whistling Wind, one of your horses. So 5, 6, 8, 9 with 1, 3, with 3, 4, 5, 7, with 1, 3, 10, $48 ticket.
Good luck if you're playing the fairgrounds or somewhere else on Saturday. We'll be back next week for another edition of the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com.